Hello and welcome to another video tutorial here on understanding body language, liars, cheats and happy feet. It's Saturday morning and I hope everyone's had a good week. So the video I've got for you today is Madonna. Now she's just recently gone on to American television to talk about this new film she's coming out, and she also talks a little bit about Lady Gaga. So what I'm going to do today is just break down the interview for you, and we can have a look at some of the non-verbal behaviour on display and see if we can spot them in our everyday lives. So let's start the video at the very beginning of the interview. And let's see if we can decode any non-verbal behaviour. So this is the segment where this lady here asks Madonna about Lady Gaga. So let's begin.
One question that almost blew up the internet. Oh, they want to know what you think about Lady Gaga. And do you feel she's copying you?
I certainly think she references me a lot.
Okie dokie, right, so let's just scoot back to that little segment there. Now, there's a little bit of interesting silent behaviour to be observed. Now, note Madonna's immediate facial expression to when asked about Lady Gaga.
Oh, they want to know what you think about Lady Gaga.
And we see that particular facial expression there, which is the lip bite. Now, the lip bite comes into play when we feel anxiety or stress or discomfort. However, I'm not so sure that this little segment here, this little piece of the interview, was filmed at the same time when asked that question. I think Madonna has made the lip bite and another part of the interview. However, the editors have placed that particular segment against that question here. And the reason for this is because if we just scoot back, the interviewer asks, how do you feel about Lady Gaga? However, before she says, just at the end of Lady, and well before she says Gaga, Madonna makes that facial expression. So unless she knew full well that question was coming, there is no reason for her facial expression to lip bite when you're not sure of the question. So watch it again.
What you think about Lady Gaga?
So I don't think that little segment of the interview happened in real time. So, and I'll explain you why later on as well. So she makes a lip bite, or it's made to appear that she gives a lip bite.
Do you feel she's copying you?
I certainly think she references me a lot in her work. Sometimes I think it's amusing and flattering and well done. I can't really be annoyed by it or
okay, right, so
because
just going through the motions here.
influenced her.
So the next little bit of segment of the interview, we can just fast forward this little bit.
This way.
Okay, so the debate is that Lady Gaga's song sounds very much like Madonna's song. Again, that's just open to your interpretation. However, Madonna's reaction.
It feels.
Okay, so let's just
That
watch it.
doesn't feel annoying.
Okay, so this is Madonna's reaction.
It feels reductive.
Is that good?
Look it up.
We did. It means simplified.
Okay, now that particular behaviour there doesn't reveal discomfort or anxiety or nervousness that the lip bite before shows. Now, don't forget that Madonna, it's been well documented that she's had quite a little bit of work done on her face with Botox and fillers. Now, Botox temporarily paralyzes facial expressions and facial muscles, so we can't necessarily rely on those as being overly accurate. The lip bite indicates anxiety and nervousness. However, what we can see in this little segment here is delight, because we can see delight felt.
Is that good?
Look it up.
With that little movement there. Now then, if you watch this, I've watched this magnified, this particular scene, and we can see how the tongue presses into her bottom lip. Now the tongue has got an integral role in something called duping delight. And it is when we're finding delight in something or enjoy the feeling of deceiving people. However, in this respect here, I don't think she's deceiving anybody, because I think she enjoys this little bit of camaraderie between herself and Lady Gaga. So she's certainly not showing the hallmarks of anxiety and stress, because you wouldn't show that particular expression based on your mood. You would show this particular expression here, where we can see that she's actually quite happy about this. And also we can see how her reaction
Look it up.
is a confident display by reaching for a glass, and the eyebrows raise. Now then, if she was feeling negative or anxious, her eyebrows might dip. And that comes with feeling of anger. The eyebrows will dip down and the pupils will constrict. However, the eyebrows go up in the surprise expression. Now, I think the surprise expression comes in for other people to read, and that's why her eyes are scanning past the interviewer. We know how she moves her eye direction, okay, and we can also see the little expression she gives as well. So she's singling somebody out, and then she's found him. Not how the eyes just dart left. Oh, so there must be someone that was targeted to, and the eyebrows raise. So again, there it just adds to the controversy, and that's why that Madonna shows a confident display by using the cup. Now, sometimes this behaviour, there are other interpretations of why people have drinks at certain times. It can be to clear the throat, because don't forget the throat and the lips can become quite dry with increased anxiety, which is the autonomic nervous system, which is the sympathetic nervous system. Meaning the lips and mouth will start to become drier and making it difficult for us to string sentences together. So often that happens so there's actually anatomical reason to why we need some water, just to moisten our lips and our tongue. Sometimes people use this particular expression when they're finding it difficult to talk or to create answers, and they use this little bit of break time here to just create. However, sometimes people enjoy using this particular expression to show confidence, to show that potentially they've got all the answers. And we can see with this little bit of cluster of movement here, we can see with the tongue pressing on the corner of the lip, and we can see the eyebrows. And note the little eyebrow raise she gives as well. There we go. And teachers often use this particular pose as well when they're disciplining their class. Imagine if Madonna had some glasses on there, she would drop the head down and her eyes would peer over her glasses. We can see that particular expression here with the eyebrows raised as well. So that particular signal is sending off there. Are you surprised at my answer? That's the silent message that Madonna is sending off. So again, it's just adding to the controversy that these two have got. So if you watch the little bit of segment back in real time again, we can see here.
It feels reductive.
Is that good?
Look it up.
Okay, so the air of smug. So she feels quite smug. We see a very trace, one-sided. We can just very trace asymmetrical smile, but then it moves into a wide smile. But again, don't forget that we can't necessarily see it's a true smile, which is called the Duchenne smile, which two muscle groups engage, which is the zygomatic major and the orbicularis oculi at the corner of the eye. Don't forget that Botox sometimes will paralyze that particular expression. So even though herself she's feeling like she's truly happy, she might not necessarily show it due to the fact that Botox influences facial expressions. We can see how a confident display with the eyebrows raised and with the taking of the cup of tea, I suppose. So there you go. So what I think at the start, I think this particular lip bite here was in the wrong place. I don't think that particular segment of the interview was done in real time. I do not think that's her immediate reaction to the question, because I think that was a question asked that wasn't seen on here. Or it might have been a ploy by Madonna, which is something called attempted behavioural control, which is to double bluff us. It's to show that potentially she is feeling anxiety and stress, but she's not going to show it because her true self comes out. And we can see how it's amusing her slightly. Okay, and that's why she's showing those particular expressions, which are generally positive expression, because she's enjoying this a little bit of rivalry she's got going with Lady Gaga, and the whole world's talking about it, and they'll be talking about it even more now after this little segment of interview. So there you go. So isn't it amazing what body language can show us silently? So if you'd like to learn more about body language, then you are more than welcome to join my Understanding Body Language Liars, Cheats and Happy Feet page on Facebook. Just type that in or check the link out at the bottom of this page. It's facebook.com/CJBax with 2 X's. Or if you're on Twitter, then come and find me on @BodyLanguageUK. Just type that in. I'm on Twitter as well. So any questions, comments or feedback, please let me know. It'd be great to hear from you. I'm on a quest to hit 1 million hits on YouTube, so if you can please share these videos with your friends and your family on Facebook and on Twitter, that would be wonderful. So there you go. So that's Madonna taking care of on understanding body language, liars, cheeks and happy feet. Any questions or comments, please leave me a comment, and I look forward to speaking to you all soon. So take care and bye bye for now.